I remember the day like it was yesterday. My wife Susan and I were sitting down with Kevin Feige, the mastermind behind Marvel Studios. It wasn't unusual for us to catch up, especially after my departure from the Marvel Cinematic Universe following Avengers Endgame. But this meeting, it took a turn that neither of us saw coming. Kevin, with that spark in his eye, said something that made me pause. "You know, it just keeps occurring to me. If you were to come back." I could see Susan's eyebrow arching. "Come back as what?" she interjected. This was the beginning of a conversation that was far more than just theoretical. Kevin and I talked about what it would mean for me to return, and it wasn't about rehashing the past. We both knew we couldn't go backward. The question was, how do we not only meet expectations but exceed them? And then, Kevin brought up Victor Von Doom. I hadn't delved too deeply into the character before, but now I was intrigued. The challenge was clear. Let's get Victor Von Doom right. Around this time, I was already planning to meet with Disney's CEO, Bob Iger, about a different project, something involving the company's parks and location-based entertainment. So, Susan and I found ourselves at Bob's house. And wouldn't you know it, Bob was already in the loop about the Doctor Doom idea. He didn't hesitate. "I like it," he said, and before I knew it, we were on our way to Disney's Imagineering campus. Now, I've seen a lot in my career, but what I saw there blew my mind. The level of creativity and innovation was beyond anything I could have imagined. Since stepping away from the MCU, I've stayed close with Joe and Anthony Russo, the directors who helmed Avengers Endgame, and Jon Favreau, who kicked off the whole thing with Iron Man. So, when San Diego Comic-Con rolled around this past July, and Kevin confirmed that the Russo brothers were back to direct Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, it felt like coming full circle. Comic-Con was wild that day. A group of men dressed as Dr. Doom swarmed the stage, and then one of them stepped forward, took off his mask, and there I was. The crowd went nuts. It was one of those moments that reminded me why I love this job. New mask, same task, I told them, and I meant it. I've always been drawn to complex characters, and Doom is just that. This year, I'm also in the running for an Emmy, thanks to my roles in HBO's The Sympathizer. It's been a journey, and sitting down with Scott Feinberg for the Awards Chatter podcast, I had the chance to reflect on it all, the highs, the lows, and the unexpected turns. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you never really know what's next. And maybe, just maybe, Victor Von Doom is part of that next chapter.